Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Mentorship Corner. My name is Untitled. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to click the red subscription button down below. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your love and endless support. You guys are appreciated so much by me in the Mentorship Corner. On today's video, we are going to be discussing my favorite topic in this entire series, which is rewarding yourself. It's because it's just that one thing that I absolutely love doing. So we are going to be talking about why it is important to reward yourself, and then we're going to discuss, I made notes guys, how you can go about doing it, and then I'm just going to share how I do it for me. The things that I do can work for you or cannot. Maybe you might want to just like adjust and adapt them for you personally, and then you can try them out at home. Ne? Okay, so the first thing we need to discuss is basically what does it mean to reward yourself and why it is important. So what it means to reward yourself, it means let's say you have been having a really busy week at work, or you've been putting in a lot of work during the week for your business, and you haven't been getting enough rest. You've been putting in like sleepless nights, all your sweat and all your hard work and all your energy towards pushing your business or towards grinding at work. It's basically when you, after all that hard work that you've put through, and then at the end of the week you decide, okay fine, let's buy me a bottle of wine, let's buy me some warm comfort food, and let's go home, enjoy my meal and get some rest. So that's like one of the things. So it basically means when you reward yourself, you only reward yourself if you've done good, guys. Please, let's not waste energy, let's not waste money, let's not waste time. You only reward yourself when you've done good. If you haven't, don't waste your money and don't waste your time. Please, I am begging you. And I feel like if you reward yourself even when you didn't earn it, the effect won't be so great, so to say. It's almost like you had a smooth week, you didn't really work that hard, but you're still buying yourself chocolate. Like, why? You're just buying chocolate as a snack. But if you had a really tough week and you're so broke and you buy yourself that like lunch bar chocolate, you're gonna enjoy it. Why? Because you feel like you have earned it and you've worked so hard for it. So that's the first thing. So the reason why I've made like a list of 4 things that I feel are very important as to why it's very important for you to reward yourself. So I'm going to run through them just now. The first thing is basically because it makes you happy. So if you have been working hard and you decide to buy yourself that favorite dress or that favorite tie or those favorite sneakers you've always wanted but couldn't afford, but now just because you have worked your ass off, now you feel like, okay fine, it's time for us to buy that expensive thing that we couldn't afford because now we have earned it, we have worked hard for it. So that's the first thing. You will feel happy, you'll be over the moon. You will feel super happy because you have earned it. The second thing is basically when you reward yourself, you will feel appreciated and you will feel loved, because at the back of your brain you're gonna be like, oh man, this person loves me so much, and guess what, this person is yourself. So you will feel loved and appreciated as a person because you're actually rewarding yourself. And the third important thing is that you will feel that you are worthy. You will feel that you are worthy because you are actually rewarding yourself. And then the last thing is basically you will learn to then acknowledge your achievements. I always say this, guys, even baby steps are still steps forward. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, when I got my first subscriber, that one person, that first person who subscribed, I was jumping up and down as if I was a kid, like a 10-year-old who just got a lollipop for free at the shops and didn't have to spend their 1 rand. I was jumping up and down. It's not necessarily because yay we've reached 1,000 subscribers, yay we've reached 100,000 subscribers. It just basically means we have taken that first step and we have gotten that first subscriber, and that means growth going forward. So basically I was over the moon, guys. I was over the moon. And that's what I mean when I say even baby steps are still steps, and there are still signs of progress. And trust me, a number of baby steps will finally and eventually make one huge ass adult step. Ne? So that's the first part. First part is why it's important to reward yourself. So the first thing we said, because you will feel happy. It's happy. So it's going to make you feel happy. It's going to make you feel loved and appreciated. It's going to make you feel worthy, and most importantly, it's going to make you learn to acknowledge your achievements, even the smallest ones. Ne? Okay, so now we're moving on to the second part of our video, which is basically how do you then go about rewarding yourself as a person, sitting at home today and watching today's video. So basically, for me, I would say it all depends on you at a personal level. So rewarding yourself means doing that one thing that you really want. So if it means getting ice cream, go get ice cream. If it means getting your favorite bottle of wine or whiskey or cognac or whatever, go and get yourself that bottle. If it means taking that road trip to that favorite destination around the country, then do that for yourself. If it means grabbing your paint and brush and just scribbling over the canvas and painting, then just do exactly that. If it means going and seeing your family, or if it means going into the expensive shop and just buying yourself that preferred, maybe like cologne, or like the preferred like suit and tie and whatever, do just that. Do any and everything that you feel like doing and things that you enjoy doing. So sing abantu as fun. I always say this, as fun, sing abantu. So my preferences may not be your preferences, ne? So what you enjoy may not be something that I enjoy. So when you're thinking about things that you can do to reward yourself, do things that will make you happy. Do that which will satisfy you and your inner being and your soul, and of course then you will be happier, ne? So basically that's how you go about doing it. It all depends on you as a person. So after this, I'm just gonna share with you guys a few things that I have done that make me happy, and a few things basically that I do to reward myself on a regular when I do achieve my milestones. So basically, first what I do is that I have goals set for each month. I've tried setting goals for each week. Sometimes I am successful, sometimes I am not. I mean, towards the goal setting part of life. So sometimes it's a success, I set my goals and I actually achieve them. Sometimes I don't, but I do always have a weekly plan, and I do get myself a glass of wine at the end of the week if I have achieved and I have done all the activities that are on my weekly plan. Actually, I'll be back just now. I'm going to show you guys my weekly plan. Okay, I'm back. So basically, this is what my weekly planner looks like. Let's see, can you guys see it? I don't know if you can. So what it has is, it has all the days of the week, Monday to Sunday, and then on the side it has like all the notes where you can add all your extra stuff. So what I generally do is I add a list of all the things that I need to do during the week, and then if I have achieved and I've ticked off all the things that were supposed to be done during that week, I then deserve a glass of wine on that Friday because my job was done for that week. My weekend is generally super busy, so I don't really consider my weekend, but I always try to make sure I do and get stuff done during the weekend, but I make sure things I need to do during the weekend are as minimal as possible. So that's the first thing that I do. That's how I reward myself. So if I have achieved all the things that needed to be achieved that week or that month, then I will give myself a glass of wine and I will indulge. So basically these are the list. So I have like 4 things that I generally do to reward myself. The first thing I do, which I know you guys are going to judge me for this, I get judged for this a lot, but you know what, I it fits my personality so well that even if you're sitting at home judging me right now, it's okay. I understand. Nah. So the first thing I do is I take myself out. When I say take myself out, I mean I either take myself out for breakfast. Rarely, I normally do brunch, lunch, or for dinner. That means I will go to a restaurant. So what I normally do is I try to go to the custom restaurants and not your normal franchise restaurants. So I don't go to like your your Mug and Bean, your Ocean Baskets, and your Spur, unless I specifically want like their specific recipe on something. Then I will go there. So I generally go to your customized or custom restaurants, excuse me, that are not necessarily a franchise. So I generally go to those because I just firmly believe that their food tastes better. I stand to be corrected, and basically they bring variety and like something different to the table because they're customized. So I generally go to one of those, and then I either have brunch, lunch, or dinner. I will sit down. It's normally with my baby here, my notebook. So I'll carry my notebook, I will have my phone fully charged, I'll have earphones, and then I'll bring like my pencil case, so that should I decide to scribble on some ideas basically, or anything like that, I'll do that. So what I do is I will go into the restaurant, I will then get a table for one or table for two. I will sit, place my bag on the other chair, set up my notebook and everything, get my phone, get my earphones running, and then I will order food. I generally eat like the main course, and then I'll have like a dessert, maybe like a slice of cake, or like I don't know, depending on what desserts they have. But if I'm having dinner, I'll have like a full 3-course meal. So I will have my starters, I'll have the main course, and I'll have my desserts, and obviously I'll have my glass of wine. So that's how I generally do the take me out type of vibe. So I will go alone, I will dress up, I will look good, guys. I dress up, I make sure I look good. And I started doing this, I think I was in second year. It started basically as a birthday tradition, where on my birthday, apart from going out with my friends, I would take myself out on my birthday, and I would actually write a list of things that I want, like a goal plan, and then I'll check all the things that I wrote the previous year and actually check if I achieved any of those things. If I didn't, I would then beat myself up. It's either I won't buy myself dessert or anything, but just to, you know, will motivate me to actually do the stuff. So what I do, the first thing that I do is I take myself out and I spoil myself. And basically when I buy, I don't look at the prices, I just buy whatever is on the menu, and I just sit and indulge and enjoy, and then pay afterwards and then leave. So I generally spend about an hour or two in the restaurant when I decide to take myself out. And as I said, I always have my notebook in case I want to scribble on some ideas, or want to brainstorm stuff that I want to do, or if I want to like run through my goals one more time. And then I always have music because it always like calms me down and makes me feel good. So that's the first thing I do. There's number two. So the second thing I do is basically it's what I just mentioned. I celebrate my birthday alone. So it doesn't mean I don't mean that I don't celebrate my birthday with my friends, but what I generally do is I normally I always take myself out on my birthday. It's only last year that I couldn't because I was out of the country, but like any other year before that, like when after first year, I took myself out on my birthday. And basically, as I said, I would then spoil myself, buy whatever I wanted in the menu, not look at the price, enjoy my stay at the restaurant. I'd spend about an hour or two at the restaurant, and I'd just basically enjoy myself and allow myself to feel loved and appreciated by me. So that's the second thing I do. The third thing I do is basically I buy random stuff for my hobbies. So I actually have an example. So if you guys are looking, let's see, can y'all see it? Yeah, so this is a painting that I painted. I painted it I think this year, beginning of the year. So what happened was, I can't remember what I had achieved, but I had achieved something, and I was like, okay, fine, what are we doing this time? Because we achieved something. And I was like, okay, fine. I've always wanted to try painting as a hobby. So I was like, okay, I went to Crazy Store, I bought some paints, acrylic paints, I bought paintbrushes. I don't know how to paint, guys, bear in mind. And I bought a canvas. And then we landed up here. So I painted this. and I use it as a wallpaper decoration. Basically, it's not perfect, but bottom line is I just went into the crazy store randomly and I bought paint, and I bought paint brushes, and I bought a canvas, and I sat down and I painted. It took me like an hour to paint this. It may look simple, but because I'm not a painter, it was way harder than I had expected. But trust me guys, I felt so good inside, because apart from just the fact that I just bought random stuff for my hobbies, I was also growing my hobbies, because I didn't know I could actually pick a paintbrush and paint until I actually did it. So next time, I know it's definitely on the list. So what I generally do is either I'll buy basically random stuff for my hobbies. I like different things. So I love baking. So maybe I'll just decide, okay, fine, today, because I did great at this, or I did great in my presentation at work, or whatever, I am gonna go to the shops, I'm gonna buy some baking stuff, and I'm gonna make myself some cake. In general, if I decide on baking or cooking or making something that's foodie, I generally just then give it out to like my friends or colleagues or whatever, depending on the mood. Okay, so that's the third thing that I do. The fourth thing that I do is I buy myself those expensive things that I like. So here also I have an example. So I have these shoes. I got them from Woolworths. Okay, they're dirty, guys, don't look at that. So I got these shoes from Woolworths, and guys, don't ask me how much they cost. I think they cost like 300 rand or something. In my opinion, I generally buy stuff on sale. If you know me, you would know I don't like spending a lot of money on clothes. But when it comes to shoes, I absolutely love shoes. And in all honesty, I generally don't even look at the price when I'm buying shoes. I just go into the store when it's my rewarding time. I go into the store and I just pick a shoe that I like, and I pay for it, and I walk out. By the time I'm out the store, I have a bit of regrets, but deep down, my soul will be like, you know what, you worked hard for it, you deserved it, that's why you went and bought it, and then it makes me feel good. So those are like the four main things that I generally do. So if you guys can notice, from all the four things that I mentioned, it's things that I do alone. I don't mean I don't like going out with friends when I want to reward myself. I don't mean I don't want to spend time with my family when I reward myself. It's just I feel it's more personal, and it's like more effective if you do it on your own, so that you can be aware of the fact that you are rewarding yourself because of an achievement or a milestone that you have achieved as a person. So those are the four things I do, guys, to reward myself. I take myself out, I celebrate my birthday alone, I buy random stuff for my hobbies, and of course I buy expensive stuff or expensive clothes that I like. So as I said earlier at the beginning of the video, it all depends on what you like, it all depends on what you enjoy doing, and basically it's preference, and it all goes down to who you are as a person and what's your personality and what it is that you enjoy doing. So my advice from today's video is the fact that, guys, if you achieve something, reward yourself, because you are worth it, because you are appreciated by yourself for actually getting it done, and just to give yourself a little bit of motivation. Because I feel ever since the start of the rewarding tradition or ritual with myself, I have felt happier achieving stuff which then pushes me to push myself more to my limits, and to always just try and work on new projects and new things all the time, because I know if I work hard and I get it done, then I will reward myself, and that means it's a win-win situation. So that's it from today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it a lot. I love you guys a lot, and of course don't forget to subscribe and comment. So guys, the one thing I've noticed is that I get comments on YouTube, and then I get comments on my personal accounts. Either or, I appreciate, and I am so grateful, because it's all those small comments either on YouTube or in the background that actually allow me to grow as a person and allow me to grow as your virtual mentor as well. I love you guys a lot. It's goodbye for now. I'll see you on our next video.